I don't know. Chris Brown even tweets, Ebola is population control. Vaccine more likely to represent effort to cull population. For the establishment, Chris Brown is an ideal foil to conquer rising suspicion. The singer tweeted on Monday he thinks Ebola is a form of population control. He said, I don't know, but I think this Ebola epidemic is a form of population control. This shiznit is getting crazy brew. Yeah, even Chris Brown is out there tweeting. All right, and then we have a poll. Half of Americans believe government hiding truth about Ebola. Majority think world is going to hell in a handbasket. All right, let's open up the phone lines, boys and girls. The number is 212-245-7273. We are live. It is October 25th. Give me a call. I want to know what you're thinking. Caller, you're live on the air. What's on your mind?
Hi, my name is Dominic Montefiore.
Good afternoon, Dominic. I appreciate the call. Yeah. Thank you for calling every week. I love it. But, yeah. FBI chief. Citizens should be deeply skeptical of government. Like I'm skeptical of Dominic Montefiore, which is probably on the line again. Who is probably on the line again? Put him on. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Sally.
I appreciate the call. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, and I also watch this program every Saturday.
Speak into the mic, sir.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, okay.
And lower your TV.
All right. 2 weeks ago, you mentioned. Okay, let me lower the TV. 2 weeks ago, you mentioned somebody, Larry, who in 1999 had an affair with our president. And I forgot, I tried to write it down to find more about it on the internet. Can you repeat this last name again? Larry?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, sir. Larry Sinclair is the guy's name. He claims that he had sexual relations with our president, Barack Hussein Obama. Yes, Larry Sinclair. Yes.
All right.
Any other questions on your mind, sir? Anything else?
I just want to tell you, you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Are you from Africa by any chance?
I've been here for more than 35 years.
You've been here for 35 years?
Right.
What country do you originate from, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
From Togo.
Say again?
From Togo.
Togo. Where is that?
West Africa.
West Africa. So what do you think is... What's on your mind? What's going on out there in West Africa, your native land?
Well, there's too much confusion about information coming out from the press. So nobody knows exactly what is true and what is false. So I try to watch you to update my information.
Yeah, I'm sure you're concerned about your family out there as well. Yeah, it's real bad. Do you think the United States should ban flights coming from these infected areas, or at least quarantine the people for a certain amount of time, sir?
Well, that should be a carefully considered option, so that we don't cause them more pain with a decision without sending it through the information to the people. United States is best positioned to help non-American troops.
Yes, you're absolutely right. We are quick to run and help start wars in Syria, Iraq, and Libya, but we are not quick to go and stop these deadly viruses that are spreading and killing probably your friends and family members in your native country, and it's very unfortunate, sir. And I thank you for watching and listening. God bless you, sir.
Okay, God bless you too.
All right, appreciate the call. Oh, man. I'm telling you, news is just crazy. All right, the FBI chief, citizens should be deeply skeptical of government. We do have citizens out there who are watching, who are listening, even from West Africa, who are skeptical of the government. He should know. All right, next article here, shock video. Actually, I do not have that video. They took this video down. But cop calls over dog before point-blank execution. Yes, the video is very gruesome. It's a 23-second video. It was a 23-second video of a police officer going, "Come here, boy, come here." And then you see the dog coming over, wagging his little tail, and the cop got the gun drawn and pop, pop, pop. Just brutally executes this dog. Happy little dog wagging its tail. I'm kind of glad they took the video down because it's really disgusting. Shame on this police officer. Shame on any police officer who violates their constitutional oath and who would stalk down an innocent, happy animal. I mean, these people are just sick and deranged and mental. They just want to shoot and kill things. Certain individuals who join police departments, okay? Not all the police are bad, of course. I quite honor the NYPD, actually, but you get a few rotten apples out there. Don't let it destroy the whole bunch. That's what I say. And let's move on to some more articles. All right, Obama fights Ebola with a czar and soldiers. Paul Craig Roberts, the public continues to be reassured that Ebola is not a problem for the U.S., but CNN reports that Obama has appointed an Ebola czar. Alrighty then. Next one. New patient reporting Ebola symptoms transferred to a hospital where 2 nurses were infected. Why has a potential patient transferred to the very hospital where 2 caregivers were infected? This is what I was asking. Why are they sending this doctor who just came from West Africa to Bellevue Hospital in New York City when we actually have 36 CDC centers in this country that are equipped to handle infected Ebola patients? Who knows what's going on? Maybe they want, like this next article says, mutant Ebola warning. Leading U.S. scientist warns deadly virus is already changing to become more contagious. Like I said, I believe this virus is airborne. Next one from the Daily Beast. U.S. soldiers get just 4 hours of Ebola training. As for the U.S. military, as the U.S. military rushes to combat Ebola in West Africa, soldiers are receiving on-the-fly instructions on how to protect themselves against the deadly virus, which is also happening with our NYPD, unfortunately. All right. Watchdog. Obama to bring non-American Ebola victims to U.S. for treatment. Oh, boy. A way to stop Ebola discovered. Ebola could infect 1.4 million by December if it's not stopped. 1.4 million people could be infected if this disease is not stopped. So we need to get the serum out there, the transfusion, whatever you want to do, and make sure this is an actual real disease. It's not a false flag biological attack. All right, next one. Ebola is disaster of our generation, says aid agency. This comes from the American Free Press as U.S. President Barack Obama urged against hysteria. Please calm down. Yeah. Carnival cruise ship returning to dock in Texas after Ebola concerned. Both Mexico and Belize refused to allow the ship to dock. Obama golfs for 4 hours 40 minutes on Saturday, then holds nightmare Ebola meeting, which new Ebola czar skips. Yes, Obama's holding Ebola meetings, and the czar he appointed, Ron Klain, doesn't even show up. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful news, I tell you. Ebola travel ban now. Yes, we must ban Ebola. These flights coming in. Ebola. Liberia deaths far higher than reported as officials downplay epidemic. More and more articles, I'm telling you, I'm just going to hit you. Blitzkrieg, here we go. Stop Ebola strike, National Strike Force, Obama to block West African flights. Yes, hashtag tweeted out, stop Ebola strike, Facebook and Twitter. All right, White House deletes petition to stop Ebola. All right, the American people put up a petition on the White House website, and of course, they take it down. Oh, boy. National service is an anti-liberty and un-American. Whether or not they admit it, supporters of mandatory national service do not believe individuals have inalienable rights. That's by Ron Paul. You can look that up. All right. DNC head accuses Rand Paul of politicizing Ebola. Republicans have unfairly used the Ebola crisis to stoke public fears and hurl criticism at President Obama. Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz of Florida said on Sunday. Yeah, Schultz is a witch, let me tell you. All right, former CIA insider. Ebola failure is criminal neglect, incompetent to the point of impeachability. Yes, this man should be impeached. Obama announces CDC SWAT teams to round up infected people. I wasn't here last week, but I was fortunate to have the crew here at MNN throw up one of my replays, and it happened to be about, guess what, FEMA camps. I'm glad they threw that episode up because massive FEMA camps may go down if this Ebola keeps spreading. They will throw you in a FEMA camp, quarantine your ass. They're already disappearing people, as you will read on in my next articles, as you will hear. Top scientists, this version of Ebola looks like a very different bug. This is from Michael Schneider. Pentagon says Ebola strike team does not violate Posse Comitatus. Oh boy, they're going to have an Ebola strike team. Yes, and it does violate Posse Comitatus. Secret project created weaponized Ebola in South Africa in the 1980s. Of course they did. That's why you had movies like Outbreak telling you what they were going to do. This is part of their Luciferian plan. They got to go out there and they got to secretly tell you through movies, magazines, TV shows what they're going to do. Look up the Lone Gunman 9/11 episode. They predicted 9/11 6 months before 9/11. All right, next one. Obama's deputies prepare to print work permits for millions of illegals. Boy, Politico, 64% believe America is out of control. Doctors hit breaking point as Ebola tops 4,500. Nigeria clear, but Harvard issues travel ban. Oh boy. This is just crazy. All right, we're running out of time. Let's try to get to these videos I want to show you, if I can find them. There's just so much news out here. I can't get to it all, my friends. Fed stockpile protective gear in expectation of emergency events. Scientists, Ebola can spread in air in cold weather. That's right. As the winter season is coming upon us, my fellow Americans, actually Ebola can spread faster in cold weather than in the hot weather, in the hot atmosphere in Africa. So it will spread faster here in the States than it has in Africa. You better believe it. Oh boy. Madsen, Ebola, Wayne Madsen, a former NSA analyst, says Ebola epidemic linked to CIA. Says militarized response by U.S. to crisis in West Africa suspicious. There you go. You got the former NSA saying the CIA is linked to Ebola. Firefighter claims small community received 300 body bags for Ebola. Oh boy. Bunch of Ebola news, I tell you. All right, let's find these videos now.